What if I told you there are planets where it rains molten glass, sideways, or worlds so close to their suns, they're literally melting alive? Beyond our solar system lies some of the most terrifying places in the universe. Real planets that defy everything we thought was possible. This is your journey through the most dangerous worlds ever discovered. Planets where no life could survive. But you won't be able to look away. Our first stop, the hellish worlds, also known as hot Jupiters. Planets that burn brighter than stars themselves. Unlike Jupiter, which travels calmly in the outer reaches of our solar system, these planets live in constant danger, trapped in the fierce heat of their star's radiation. Their orbits are so tight that a single year lasts only a few days. Some complete a full orbit faster than the Earth completes a weekend. Because of how close they are to their stars, these planets face temperatures and forces beyond anything we can imagine. One of the most extreme examples is WASP-12b, found about 600 light-years away in the constellation Auriga. This planet is a gas giant, nearly twice the size of Jupiter, orbiting its star once every 1.1 Earth days, so close that it's only about 3.4 million kilometers from the star's surface. For comparison, Mercury, the closest planet to our Sun, is more than 18 times farther away. Because of this closeness, the planet's temperature on the day side climbs above 2,500 degrees Celsius, over 4,500 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt iron, titanium, and most known metals. At such temperatures, even atoms start to break apart, and the planet's upper atmosphere glows faintly as gases escape into space. The star's gravity pulls on the planet with incredible force, stretching it into an oval shape rather than a sphere. Scientists call this process tidal distortion, and it shows just how powerful the star's pull is. Over time, this force is slowly tearing the planet apart. Its outer layers are being pulled into space, forming a glowing trail of gas that wraps around the star like smoke. Seen from space, WASP-12b looks almost black, so dark that it reflects less than 10% of the light that hits it. That makes it one of the darkest planets ever observed. It doesn't sparkle or shine like other worlds. Instead, it absorbs nearly all the light, giving it the eerie look of a shadow hanging in space. Astronomers believe that within a few million years, WASP-12b will disappear completely. Its gases will be stripped away, and the planet will be swallowed by its star. It's a slow death, one orbit at a time, a world consumed by the same light that once warmed it. Hot Jupiters, like WASP-12b, reveal what happens when planets live too close to the fire. They are worlds of destruction, constantly losing their outer layers under the pressure of radiation and gravity. They teach us that not all planets are born to last. Some burn bright, live fast, and die young, their final moments hidden in the glow of their stars. But not every planet dies in fire. Some face storms so violent that the air itself becomes a weapon, glass rain and metal clouds. Orbiting in the constellation Vulpecula, about 63 light-years away, HD 189733b is a gas giant about the same size as Jupiter, but far more violent. From a distance, it shines a deep blue, almost like Earth. But that color doesn't come from oceans. It comes from tiny bits of vaporized glass floating in its atmosphere. The planet moves so close to its star that the air heats up to around 1,200 degrees Celsius. Winds race at more than 7,000 kilometers per hour, over 7 times faster than sound. In this wild atmosphere, droplets of molten glass form and fall as rain, blown sideways by those furious winds. The sky would be a swirl of blue storms filled with sharp glass and metallic clouds, a place where the rain itself can cut like knives. If there's any solid ground below, it's buried deep under layers of burning gas and storming debris, far beyond the reach of any probe. HD 189733b is a world that never rests. Its storms never end. Its surface never still. And yet, even this chaos is only one side of the universe's extremes, because the next planet is forever caught between two worlds, one burning with endless light and the other locked in eternal night. Yet beyond the raging storms lies a stranger mystery. Planets divided between fire and ice, where both exist side by side. The frozen or eternal night planets. About 33 light-years away in the constellation Leo lies Gliese 436b, a planet that seems impossible. It's smaller than Neptune and covered in ice, yet its surface burns at around 800 degrees Celsius. Astronomers call it the burning ice planet, a world where nature itself seems to break its own rules. Gliese 436b is tidally locked, which means one side always faces its star while the other side never does. The side facing the star is scorched by heat that turns gases into glowing clouds. The far side, hidden in darkness, stays freezing cold. The difference is so extreme that one half blazes with fire while the other is frozen solid. But its biggest mystery lies deep below the surface. Inside, the pressure is so strong that water turns into a special kind of ice called superhot ice. It's packed so tightly that even at extremely high temperatures, it stays solid and even glows faintly with heat. This is a world where ice doesn't melt, it burns. A planet forever divided. One side fire, the other ice. Proof that in the universe, opposites can exist side by side. But while this world stays locked between heat and cold, others drift freely through the darkness, far from any star's light. While some worlds stay locked between light and dark, others have no star at all. They drift endlessly through the void. The wanderers, rogue planets. Between the stars, in the darkest parts of space, there are planets that travel completely alone. Astronomers call them rogue planets, worlds without a home. Some of these planets were thrown out of their solar systems long ago, after violent gravitational encounters with other planets or passing stars. Others may have formed on their own, far from any light. Now they drift through the galaxy in complete silence, surrounded by endless night. Without a nearby star to warm them, these planets are among the coldest places in the universe. Surface temperatures can drop below -200 degrees Celsius, cold enough to freeze most gases solid. Their surfaces are covered with thick layers of frozen material, likely mixtures of water ice, ammonia, and methane, and their skies are pure black. But even in this darkness, there may still be warmth hidden below. Some scientists believe that deep under the frozen crust, underground oceans could exist, kept liquid by heat from a planet's molten core or radioactive decay. If those oceans are real, they might be some of the most isolated habitats in existence, places where simple forms of life could survive without sunlight, feeding on the faint heat from the planet's interior. Rogue planets are drifting mysteries, proof that the universe can create worlds even where light never shines. They float endlessly through the void, unseen, their journeys stretching across millions of years. But not all dark worlds are cold. Some are what remains of planets that once had suns, stars that have long since died. But even in darkness, not all planets are cold. Some orbit the ghosts of dead stars, burning worlds that refuse to die. The zombie planet, Kepler 70b. Almost 4,000 light-years away, in the constellation Cygnus, lies what's left of a solar system destroyed by its own star. That star once shone brightly, until it expanded into a red giant, swallowing the planets that circled it before shrinking down into a white dwarf. The hot, dense core that remains after a star dies. Orbiting close to this remnant is Kepler 70b, a planet that somehow survived the chaos. It moves around its white dwarf at an incredible speed, completing a full orbit in just 5.8 hours. The surface burns at over 4,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than molten metal. Any air or atmosphere it once had has long since boiled away. What's left is a glowing world of melted rock and glass, blasted by radiation. Seen from space, it would look like a tiny spark circling a faint white star, a planet still hanging on after everything else has been destroyed. Astronomers call it a zombie planet because, even though its star is dead, it keeps orbiting, tied to the ghost of what once gave it life. Kepler 70b is the final stop on our journey, a world of fire and silence, proving that even in death, something can still endure. From worlds of fire to planets lost in the dark, each one tells part of a greater story. What these extremes reveal about the universe itself, the lesson of the universe. Each one pushes the limits of what's possible. Hot Jupiters like WASP-12b show how stars can slowly destroy their planets. Stormy worlds like HD 189733b show the strength of alien weather. Gliese 436 BEDE breaks the rules of nature, while rogue planets drift through space with no home. And Kepler 70b proves that even after a star dies, a planet can still survive. Together, they remind us that the universe can be both violent and beautiful. It destroys, but it also creates. In all this chaos, Earth feels calm and safe. Our planet sits in just the right place for life to grow and look up in wonder. Every night, the stars shine from faraway systems filled with strange worlds, some burning, some frozen, some lost in the dark. And somewhere out there, even stranger planets may still be waiting to be found. And that wraps up our journey through the most terrifying planets ever found. If you enjoyed exploring these strange worlds, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who loves space. The universe is huge, and our adventure is only getting started.